Well, hello, beautiful Leo. I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome to your June reading. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys. Get some insight, get some guidance, see what you need to know, look out for, or be aware of right now. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below. Let's get right into your messages, Leo. Let's see what's going on for you. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do you need to know right now, Leo? Show me clearly. We have Dark Night of the Soul as your first card out. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. Happy full moon, by the way. I'm doing this reading. It's full moon in Sagittarius. How are you doing? How are you finding the energy? Find those who inspire you to bloom. We have grow together. Wow. Okay, give me one more for Leo. The Shaman. Number 30. You have numbers 28, 33, and 30. Some of you are those ages, or this could be, we have a lot of threes, 33 and 30. 333 for someone out there. 333 for someone out there. We also have the past at the bottom. And so I listen as my soul told me to let the past go so that I may awaken to how much I've grown. For some of you, this is bringing up an event or a time in your life when you were 28, 33, 28 to 33, that age range for someone. Okay, anyways, Dark Night of the Soul. Things have been intense. You've been going through a huge spiritual awakening. You've been going through a huge realignment, and it's a process. It doesn't just happen overnight. It takes months, it takes years. And, you know, you may be feeling quite lonely at this time or feeling like isolated. This is a time of awakening. This is a time of realizing what no longer resonates with you, what no longer belongs. And this could very well be talking about some of the relationships you've had in your life, romantic, family, platonic, like friendship, even work related, even business related. Anyways, you've been going through huge transformation as your energy has been changing and shifting, as you've been going through upgrades. Your vibration may no longer match with those that you once were compatible with. With Grow Together, it says, find those who inspire you to bloom. Community, connection, and what's this say? Reciprocation. My finger is in the way. Spirit is wanting you to know community is very important, but some of you are being forced to kind of shape shift. I don't know why that came out. My mouth. I cannot. Oh my fucking God. And there's noises in the other room, so that just kind of threw me off. Anyways, I feel there's massive shifts in your community in terms of the people that you see on the regular, that you constantly are dealing with or talk to or spend time with, those that influence you. I would say even like the 5 closest people in your life could be changing as well. The people that you talk to on the daily or you are very well familiar with, okay? Something about your community this month is changing, and you can sense it, or you've had these feelings, or you saw this coming from a mile away with the cosmic, the shaman. This is where you're receiving cosmic insight. This is where you're receiving a lot of information from your future self, from your higher self, preparing you for what's to come. And I feel like you've known this months in advance. I feel like Spirit gave you a heads up, or you've had this heads up for a while. People may have looked at you like you were crazy, like you had 2 heads, like you were losing your mind, that you were just on some weird shit. Like, but honestly, you're just different. You're unique. You're different. You have these unique qualities that are definitely something you shouldn't be ashamed of, or definitely something you shouldn't hide. You should very much embrace. And as you're embracing this part of you, it's helping you find like-minded souls, like-minded people, your true soul family that will help you flourish, help you thrive, And I'm feeling strongly like whatever it is you're going through, you can't do it alone. You would thrive with the support of others, that you can lean on each other for help and encouragement. So whoever I'm speaking to, you're not meant to be doing this on your own. You may feel completely fine, completely comfortable doing it by yourself. Don't get me wrong. Totally. I love that for you. But I feel like June is a time where your community is changing. If you've been kind of isolated or on your own, you may notice over the next couple of weeks that your circle, which apparently your circle could just be you, but your world is opening up. Your connections are opening up. So anyways, that's all I got from these messages. Let's get into the tarot. And I'm like, am I feeling this deck? I'm feeling like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go with it. I had to just kind of check in and be like, am I feeling this deck for you guys? I am. All right. Show me clearly what's going on for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements for the month of June. What do you guys need to know right now? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement. Show me clearly. Messages for Leo in the month of June. What do my Leos need to know? Look out for, be aware of. 5 of Cups. I mean, that's fitting with the Dark Night of the Soul. I'm not surprised that this would be one of the first cards that came out. 5 of Cups. All right. Well, this too shall pass. Some pretty heavy emotional stuff that you've been kind of working through, that you had to surrender to. This is similar message that came through for, I just read for Sagittarius. They both had Hangman and the 5 of Cups, but in a different deck. So if you've got any Saggy placements, maybe check out that reading. But there's something that you may feel kind of like, well, you're not trapped. Let me tell you that. Hangman to the Tower, you're definitely not trapped. Okay, there is this huge shakeup, and it is saying it's out of your control that you have to surrender to. I do feel like this could be life altering, or it's changing the path, the direction of your life. Okay, so you may be feeling some type of way about that. You could be feeling very emotional about it. But it's saying whatever this is, it's really out of your hands. And your best bet is to surrender, as challenging as that might be. You're having to emotionally let it out instead of holding on or clinging on. 5 of Cups, man. Oh my goodness. All right. You may have gone through some kind of disappointment lately, and you're just trying to deal with it. Let's see. Next card, King of Pentacles. Queen of Swords at the bottom. Things aren't as stable as you'd like them to be. 5 of Cups, King of Pentacles. Emotional stability. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. Finances may not be ideal at this moment. Queen of Swords at the bottom. This is where you're having to be very smart, diligent, practical, responsible. 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands. We have the Empress underneath. So it's like showing that the pressure that you're under, although right now it feels very restrictive, right? We even have the 8 of Swords, very mentally restrictive. You may actually be Queen of Swords to the 8 of Swords. You might be actually finding it difficult to find a solution, or whatever possible solutions that are available right now. It seems like it's going to take quite a while to overcome. 10 of Wands. King of Pentacles is a card of stability. It is a card of abundance. It is a card of providing. So maybe you're having a hard time meeting ends meet, or getting ends meet. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can't speak properly. Whatever. Or it's like, it's crunch time. We have 6 of Swords. Okay, but you're pushing through, right? 6 of Swords is a card of movement. It is a card of progression, moving away from instability, moving away from tension, drama, exhaustion, people problems, right? The 6 of Swords is an indicator that you are pushing through. You know, this, like I said at the beginning when the 5 of Cups came out, this will pass. This is all temporary. Queen of Pentacles. See, but notice how we're going from a king to then a queen. So there is a bit of a decrease of energy. You may also be noticing someone's energy towards you has shifted. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, King of Wands. Lots of different people that you're dealing with. Some new stuff coming in as well. Ace of Cups. But then we have a Knight of Cups in reverse, which tells me that you aren't receptive. Or if you are the one trying to connect with someone, they aren't receptive to you. There seems to be a mismatch of energy. I'm honestly seeing like, you know, when you travel to different country, different continent, most likely it's different continent, and they have different electrical plugs. You need like an adapter. It's like that. I feel like it's a mismatch of energy or incompatibilities here. Okay. Anyways, it's a lot. Let's keep moving forward. Six of Swords to then what for Leo? So you may have been disappointed by someone, right? You're feeling the feels. What do we have? The Hangman. You really have to surrender to it, accept and allow. And I think the Tower came out with that too. So very like came on very strong and sudden and kind of abrupt, but now you're like, all right, we gathering back our mojo. We collected ourselves, collecting your emotions. Let's get it moving. Can't stay down for long. So you picking yourself back up, dusting off the dirt. Look at what this fellow on the Five of Cups. It is Judgment in the reverse here. A repeated lesson. You find yourself in the same kind of situation, different place, different people, different faces, but same lesson. Or it's the same situation that just keeps on replaying over and over again. Nine of Swords is at the bottom. So Judgment, Nine of Swords. Do you feel like the divine is punishing you? Or like, you're like, what am I doing wrong? Or why is the universe against me right now? Like, this is a sick joke. Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Pentacles. So what you can't see, you may feel like you're just hitting a brick wall. You may feel like you're getting absolutely nowhere. You're trying, and it's just the same old shit. And you're like, yeah, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm mentally drained, emotionally not feeling the best, feeling anxious, feeling like things aren't moving the way I desire, right? You're worried for the future, Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Swords. But can I please just tell you and affirm that you are indeed moving in the right direction? I know for you, you may feel like you're just fucking stuck. You take 2 steps forwards, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward. But I want to just confirm for you, you are moving. You are making progress. You're learning through these setbacks, through these delays, through these mistakes that you could be making. You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving. Don't forget that, and don't discredit yourself, Leo. You are moving forward. Some of you may actually be moving, but you're like, when? I'm not moving right now. But like, you know how Earth is constantly moving, spinning, and then we are revolving around the sun. We just witnessed like, if you don't really pay attention, it feels like, oh, no, it's the same. But everything's constantly changing. You're going through some sort of change right now that you're unable to recognize. We'll see why Judgment's in the reverse, though, because there's something you're maybe not quite understanding or getting. And so this is why we're here. We're going to try and get to the bottom of this so you can have that breakthrough. But Six of Swords, Judgment reverse. Your judgment could be a little bit off right now. And you might be feeling a little bit off. You may not be seeing things 100% accurately, or what you see isn't entirely what it really truly is. There's something much deeper beneath the surface. For a side note, for anybody who has like past energies being brought up, possible reconciliations, Judgment reverse could be saying it's a hell to the no, like absolutely not. You ain't going back. But we'll have to clarify that, and I will in a while. Show me clearly what's going on for Leo. Do you feel like you're being judged by others? Are you judging yourself harshly right now? If you're judging other people harshly, that's also a perfect time to reflect, how are you judging yourself? How you're not allowing yourself to be or act freely. I don't know. Something like that. All right, what else is going on for Leo in June? So we do have the World coming out. So this is really good. This is very good to see. Knight of Pentacles, of course, is it a slow process? Yes, but you know what? What matters is that you're getting it done. You're taking care of this. Matters are being dealt with. You're not avoiding it. You're not running away from it. And you're actually putting something to an end. Okay, this repetitive story, the same old song and dance, it's finished this month. This is finished. I feel like you're clearing some kind of karma. Honestly, judgment, bringing in that divine energy, divine contracts as well, energetic contracts, karma. This is also Pluto energy. Pluto right now in Aquarius, the next 20 years. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. Pluto's also retrograding. So there is this renewal and renewing, and I'm hearing regeneration. It's like there's some part of you that needs to like die out, fizzle out, or something you're having difficulty letting go, something that you've been having a hard time making peace with. Month of June seems to be, I'm hearing the kicker. I never speak like this. Month of June is the kicker. It's like you're kicking it to the curb, or it's the final point that, you know, if you're watching a sport, oh my god, like fucking hockey has been crazy. And literally, what the fuck? Okay. Anyways, when the two teams are tie and say they're playing overtime, literally the final point that you score and you win. It's like that's where you're at right now, where it's like, what's gonna happen? And your part of you is like, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna overcome this. I got this. And then there's the other part who's like, but what if I don't? What if I fail? What if I lose? What if it's all for nothing? And you just gotta stay persistent and keep moving forwards. And like, this is that final push. This is the fucking win. This is your point. This is your shot. This is your chance. This is opportunity. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom is showing like dedication, persistence, consistency, having a plan and sticking to it, staying committed to it, okay? You will cross the finish line. No ifs, ands, or buts. You will. Simply put, you will. You are. You're doing it. Five of Pentacles underneath. Like, hold on. Hold on. Justice. And then the High Priestess. See, your intuition is telling you to keep going. Right now, though, my God. I do see tides turning for you, okay? Let me just tell you this. Tides turning for you. Knight of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. I think the approach probably needs to change. Some of you... Okay, well... You know what I'm saying? Like, take your time, and you might be moving slow. Could you pick up the pace a little bit? I don't know if you can. Something's got to be brought into balance. And this is, look at how it's sticking to my arm. Knight of Pentacles to Five of Pentacles. See how it's like, it's like stale, it's stuck, and things aren't progressing. So Justice, High Priestess, your intuition, let me go back to this. Dark Night of Soul, Lunar, the Shaman, Lunatic, Insights, and Cosmos. And then on the little notebook, it's like, am I going crazy? Or is it the moon? I feel like you're going to be receiving some sort of download in the near future. It could be in a dream. It could be through meditation. It could be just something that pops up in your mind throughout the day, or something a stranger tells you. But I sense that, like, over the next couple of days, y'all, there's this information that you're unlocking. It's like, it comes to you kind of like in a wave. And you might not get it immediately. It might go over your head at first, but I feel like it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah, we even have strength underneath that. Okay, but like, I want to know how you're going to overcome this. I guess that's what we're going to find out with the world, because this is coming to an end. This stalemate, this stagnancy, this challenge to overcome, to bring in change. It's like, this is the time where a new world is being created. A new life, a new experience is being formed. But so if it's not working, and you try over and over and over and over again, it's still not working, You got to try something else. You got to do it differently, okay? You have to change your approach. You have to change something. Something has to change, y'all, because this ain't it. This is not it, okay? Some of you are having to leave and start a different job, right? Let me... I feel like you're trying so many different things, though. Keep on trying, okay? It's like, imagine a door and you have this key or like a set of keys, like the whole ring of keys. There's like 100 fucking keys. One of those keys will unlock the door. You've tried like 50, 60 keys. You're like, oh, what's the point? I just want to give up. I guarantee, I promise you, watch it be the last key. Sometimes that happens when I'm like in a reading where I'm like, oh, let me find the card. And I have to go through all the freaking cards. And it turns out it's the last card. So it's like, it's the key that unlocks this door. And I know how frustrating it is. Like, going back to this Five of Cups, like, you may be crying tears of frustration and you're just like, want to rip your hair out. Oh my God. Okay. Just feeling out what deck to use to clarify here. I'm going to use my Astro Matrix. So, Five of Cups. Let's see what the problem is, what you feeling emotional about. Look at what just flipped out. Queen of Swords. Okay. We have the Empress and the Five of Wands. Struggle to get growing, to get growing. Going and growing. It's like there's this difficulty of getting something off the ground or expanding. Now, honestly, I'm not surprised. Right now, in the Astro weather, Jupiter, planet of luck, expansion, fortune, is in Cancer, which is great. And that's going to be in the next year. It's going to be an interesting time. Very positive. But at the moment, it's creating a square of Saturn in Aries. And there's just like some mismatching energy. It's a bit challenging to get things off the ground. It feels like we want to expand, but we're being restricted, or there's like these limitations. And we just want to fucking get going and get things off the ground. But yeah, even the Queen of Swords coming out. It's like you're trying your best to keep these emotions in moderation. And you're trying to look at the facts and be logical here and try not to get too emotional or too overwhelmed. But like, it's important you don't neglect yourself. This kind of reminds me of like a kid who's crying and their parents just like, oh, just get over it. Stop crying. Stop your crying, or I'll give you a reason to cry. Like, it feels that's not necessarily the best way to handle those emotions, right? Some of you, it's like you're upset, you're sad, but you're not giving yourself the space to mourn or to feel. And that's just like making things way more difficult. Look, Three of Swords at the bottom and Five of Wands. Aww. Okay. Yeah, someone could be telling you, oh, just get over it. Move on. You're so sensitive. It's like, bitch. Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here? Devil. Of course. We have a Queen of Wands. And then we have a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Lack of support. But expecting you to always be there or tolerate or just suck it up. And just, yeah, be a slave, you know? This is fucked up. This is about your work. This is something here that is not fulfilling. Oh my God. Okay. Well, clearly something's got to change. Six of Cups, Moon, and the Three of Swords. There's matters of your past being brought up too. Things that you've suppressed. Things that you have been tied to, attached to. Okay, why is the King of Pentacles here? Oh, this card wanted to talk. What's up? Seven of Wands. So this is really where you having to stand up for yourself, stand your ground, put your foot down. Some of you are having to like save some money or, you know, put some money aside. King of Pentacles here. Six of Wands. That fell out on the Five of Cups, which, so you may be feeling very much like exposed, vulnerable, especially as you're in this state. You're kind of struggling. You may worry others can tell, or others are aware that you're going through this, or this could be something going on very publicly. Anyways, the King of Pentacles, Six of Wands, telling me success. Notice this decrease from the Seven of Wands to the Six of Wands, where It's kind of like you can drop, you can drop your weapon. Drop your weapon, you lower your guard, let's just find the middle ground, like, we don't have to... You could be defending your character, trying to defend yourself, or feel the need to explain something. Let me see, King of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. I'm seeing like an ending that was very like public, or people witnessed or watched or are aware of that you're going through this. Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, Nine of Swords. Again, there's like things are moving very quickly at a rapid pace, and then there's like overwhelming choices to make that will have massive influence on the future. And I think that there are some endings and bridges that are being burnt to the ground. It could be someone that you are in some sort of team or community. I feel like there's a lot of attention being brought to this situation. I can't really get much else, but King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. This feels like someone's dropping from a position that they're in, or a ranking that they're in, or a responsibility is being removed. I don't fucking know. Y'all, I don't even... Alright, Six of Swords. Where are you headed? Where are you going? Six of Swords for Leo. We have the Hangman, Pisces energy, which is all, like energy of surrender, letting things kind of just fall into place however they're meant to. We have the Eight of Wands, and then we have these three. Yeah. Ten of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Okay, see, there's still a bit of this. Okay, I'll explain in a second, okay? Let me get there. Hanged One with the Eight of Wands. Hangman, Eight of Wands. From stagnant to progression. Flipping the perspective. A change in scenery. Physically moving. Getting up and going to a different place. Moving things around in your home. Things like that. Your car, whatever. Changing the perspective in some way gets the ball rolling. This is a breakthrough in your mindset. This is a spiritual awakening. And the Eight of... Oops. Did I bump a card? No, I didn't. The Eight of Wands to the Ten of Cups is showing here love, support, comfort, travel as well, or moving like we had seen a while ago. This is also like visualizing the desired outcome, your wish fulfillment, what you dream of having, being able to see it, being able to feel it, and seeing what steps you can take that will ensure of this future. So then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which shows like, again, you have the tools you need, you have the resources, you have the skills, and you have the patience. So very favorable, very positive. Then we have the Five of Wands. So I'm like, what's the problem? What's the challenge? Okay, we go from the Six of Swords, which we are moving away from the conflict, from the tension, from the drama, from the instability. And then we have the Five of Wands, which tells me that there's a little bit more calm, y'all. Okay? You get a break. You know what I will say with these three cards? I would say that this is a break. First of all, a breakthrough. This is representing also a break where you can catch your breath and you get a glimpse into, okay, like this is where I'm headed. This is what I'm working for. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, like it's just reaffirming to not give up. So you're getting, this is like the appetizers before you get the main dish at the restaurant, right? Getting a little taste, a little tidbit, and it builds you back up. It builds you back up, gives you the confidence that you need and the confirmation to keep going. And then as soon as you get back on that boat, you got a few little challenges. You got a few oppositions. You got a few tests, okay? I know you're tired of the test. I know you're tired, Leo. I know. Okay, Judgment Reverse and then the World. Let's see what this is. Judgment reverse. Let me see why this is here. Because it's like whatever you didn't learn the last time, it's going to come up again. It's probably repetitive. You're probably tired of it. You're probably sick of it. This is your chance to fucking win. This is your chance, okay? This is your comeback. Alright, Judgment reversed for Leo. Judgment reverse. Why is Judgment in the reverse here? Two of Swords. Ball's in your court, y'all. What you gonna choose? What you gonna do? Choose wisely. This is a huge make or break moment. You either move to the next level or you repeat the current level that you're on. What are you gonna do? Final verdict vibes. Judgment reverse for Leo. The Star, okay. Pretty hopeful, pretty optimistic. Four of Wands, okay. Bottom, we have the Knight of Swords. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. You're overthinking. Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups, okay. There's just anxiety. Remember we were talking about like the community, and some of you, your community is changing, or your close-knit circle, or the closest 5 people in your life, that could be changing quite a bit this month, right? We've seen that. Maybe, you know, you're feeling a little antsy or restless with new people because you're worried they're gonna do the same thing that the people from your past did. This is different, okay? Two of Swords, the Star, and the Four of Wands. This is where you are choosing differently. You're choosing differently. You're choosing the path that's aligned with your higher self, with the positive outcome. We have the Four of Wands, which is also known as the 1111 card. So if you be seeing 1111, a little extra confirmation for you. There's something worth celebrating even. I do see some kind of win. It might be a small win. It could be a big win, but it's worth celebrating. I feel like you honestly, you got to choose what's most in alignment with you, with your soul. And you don't have to explain yourself or justify. Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. It's like there's doubt, and can you trust these people? You may feel like others aren't trusting you at this moment right now. And you may feel like you have to prove yourself. And like you're worried of like screwing something up or messing up. Oh my God. You must be carrying a lot of pressure on your shoulders. Ground. Breathe. All right, let's see the world. Because remember when we looked at the bottom of the world and it was the Knight of Pentacles, but then it followed with the Five of Pentacles. And I don't remember what else came out. Is it still there? Oh, it was Justice and the High Priestess. Okay, let me actually keep these cards out. Just so I know what we're talking about. Pisces, Libra, even your energy, strength. That came out with the world. So why is the world here? Some of you are getting money that was owed to you. There was a loss of money. And that's coming back around. Talk about the world for Leo. Knight of Swords with the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Talk about the world for Leo. Oh, fuck. No way. No way. Five of Pentacles. Well, I mean, this is clarifying the end of a tough cycle. Sorry, my head just got itchy. The crown chakra. Nine of Pentacles, freedom, liberation, the Moon, and the Nine of Cups. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, good. We ended this reading on a high note because there's nothing more that I really don't like doing is posting or reading, and then when it ends on like a low note, I'm like, I guess I'll see y'all next week. Good vibes, sending my love, see you. I don't like ending readings on a heavy note or like I want to leave you guys feeling empowered and inspired and like uplifted, you know. I don't like doing the opposite. So I'm very happy to see that. I'm very, very glad. All right, okay, so let's just get right to the biz. Let's rip the band-aid off, shall we? Sounds dramatic. Okay, but it does look here that some contracts are done or they're just not in your favor. You get absolutely nothing from this whatsoever at all. This is what's being wiped out. This is what's being cleared, right? The world is all about endings, completion, closure, moving on to the next level. So remember how I said, well, you either get with Judgment and then the Two of Swords, you either decide you stay in this level and you repeat, or you move to the next level. I think this is the level up, y'all. I think this is the level up. I think, you could actually be putting an end or choosing to walk away or sever some sort of tie. You may be physically moving. There seems to be a change in the winds. Hierophant and the Knight of Swords, this is a shift, a massive shift. This seems to be a change in your values, a change in your beliefs, and even in your investments, your literal physical investments, as well as like even non-tangible. Like you may not be able to taste it, touch it, but it's like there. Okay, does that make sense? Anyways, with the Five of Pentacles is a card of loss. It is a card of abandoning something, abandoning some idea, a project, a person, a commitment, a job, something you've invested quite a bit of time and energy into, and you see it no longer fits, or you see like this is not something worth committing yourself to. So that Knight of Swords is like full-fledged, full-blown. At the bottom, Nine of Pentacles is a card of freedom. It is a card of independence. It's a card of prioritizing you, yourself, and your needs. It is a card of really just finding peace from within and being able to be self-sustaining and reliant on you. That you got your own solid, you got yourself, you're solid, you don't need nothing else. And then we have the Moon. And then the Nine of Cups, you getting clarity on what it is that you desire. Your wishes for life could be changing. Things that you once loved, maybe you don't like anymore. Maybe you no longer find interest anymore. Your values are changing quite a lot. Things that you wanted a couple months ago, even a couple weeks ago. Like it looks like you're changing your mind. You're done. You seem to be... If there's a promise or a commitment, you'll follow through. And then when that's done, it's finished. Like, I don't know. It's showing that you're making some choices that leave you feeling in your strength. And you feel good about it. You feel confident about it. And like, I feel there's something about the new moon in Cancer that could be important. Obviously, this full moon in Sagittarius that's upon us at the moment could be revealing these parts of you already. Around the new moon Cancer, a new story begins. Okay? So, during this time, y'all, please follow your intuition. Do what feels right in your heart, in your soul. And, there's some shit that you gotta just overcome, push through, and it will get easier. Let me tell you that. It will get easier, but I mean, yeah. My goodness, Leo. I'm sending you a lot of love. You clearly going through some challenging times. I would recommend finding a community that can support you. Even this community, right? We will love and support each other and uplift one another and cheer each other on. So y'all better support each other in the comments down below. If this is in your reading, support those going through this. Send good vibes to those going through this, all right? Let's come together as a community and help each other as life is already challenging as it is. So, Leo, I love you. I appreciate you. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how it resonates. Private readings are available down below, and I will let you go. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.